Hey guys, I'm stuck at work at the moment, just waiting to go home. So I got a good 10 minutes or so spare. So I thought I'd give you guys my top 5 greatest wrestling matches of all time. And being a bit biased here, but they are all WWF/E matches. So my number 5 would be from 1997, and it is the finals of the European Championship between the British Bulldog and Owen Hart. Now, I absolutely love the tournament itself. It was amazing. I mean, Bret Hart was in it, Vader was in it, and at the time it was like, but looking back now, the talent that was in there, and the older I got, I can appreciate the talent was in there. It was a good tournament in its time. Bret and Owen just were amazing together. And at the time, I believe they were also tag team champions, so it gave it that bit more competition. But the match itself was amazing, and yeah, that is my number 5 without a doubt. My number 4 would have to be SummerSlam 1991, the Intercontinental Championship between Bret Hart and Mr. Perfect. To me, if you put blonde hair on Bret Hart, you would have Mr. Perfect, and vice versa. They were so similar in that ring. And they could go. From the moment that bell rang to when it ended, it was a 5-star match. Like, I couldn't find nothing wrong with it. It was amazing. And yeah, I mean, both guys are mid-carders. I mean, at the time, Perfect never really went any higher, which was a shame. So he could have easily been a WWE champion with his promo skills and his wrestling ability. But hey ho, that was the era of Hogan, I'm afraid. But yeah, both guys are mid-carders, and they proved to the whole world like what they're more than capable of doing inside of the ring. So, I mean, I can't say no more than that. Like, the match was 5 stars, so it was amazing. My number 3 match, my third match, sorry, would be WrestleMania 25. Shit WrestleMania, by the way, but even so. And that would have been The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. Now, this is the only WrestleMania I never watched live, because I was away at the time in down Devon on holiday. And it come up on my phone, the greatest match of the decade. It flashed up. I thought, what the fuck is that? And then I saw like little pictures, and I thought, no, I'm coming off. I don't want to read any spoilers. So I had to wait a week to watch it. And then when I watched it, I thought, yeah, that could have been match of the decade. The way The Undertaker took the bump from the entrances to do the whole thing. And for some reason, I know most years I always think, what if? But I thought Shawn Michaels had it. I thought generally Shawn Michaels was going to end that streak that night. But what a great match. And it was the start of a match series between both that led into the following Mania. And to be fair, they've always had great matches, from Hell in a Cell, Royal Rumble 98, where Shawn Michaels injured his back. So yeah, it was fantastic the whole way through. So, my number 2, and don't hate me on this one, 2011, Money in the Bank, CM Punk versus John Cena. I absolutely loved the build to this match. Thinking that CM Punk was going to leave, and what's he going to do on the day. But storyline wise, he left the company. And yeah, it just had you on the edge of your seat from the entrances. CM Punk coming out with a white t-shirt. That was one of the biggest selling t-shirts in WWE, up there with Hulkamania and all that shit. And Cena being the poster boy, and the way Cena got him into the FU and Punk counters, and the 5-knuckle shuffles to the kick in the head, to do the whole match. The entrance alone for Punk sitting in the middle of the ring with the chants, to then at the end Vince coming down to try and get Alberta to cash in, from Punk giving McMahon the kiss, like mwah, bye bye. The whole match was incredible from start to finish. The only thing I wish, so I can't knock the match for this because there's nothing to do with the match. The only thing that I wish that they hold it out a bit longer for Punk, but yeah, I mean the whole thing was amazing. So obviously that's my number 2, and my number 1 would have to be WrestleMania 12, the Iron Man match. Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. At the time, I was a massive Shawn Michaels fan from his heel run as the Inter. I think when I started watching wrestling, Shawn Michaels just come out of the Rockers, and I like the way he portrayed himself, and the way he was wrestling back then, even as a heel, being really young. Like, he was my favourite, and I always knew how great Bret Hart was. So when I saw it was going to be Bret and Shawn, I thought, nah, Bret's going to take this. He's just going to work on his legs, work on everything, and he'll win. And then when he hit that sharpshooter on, Michael's right at the end of the match, and I was watching the time, and it was still had time. I think it was like over a minute or something. And Michaels did not tap. And then it was like, no. Then it went into extra time, where Michaels finally won his title for the first time. Yeah, even to the entrance, like, and to the build as well. I like that build to that match, because they were playing as friends, and last time you really saw that at Mania was WrestleMania 6. So yeah, it's a good touch, and just proves like that concept does work, because you had Warrior and Hogan, Michaels, Bret, and then Rock and Austin, like 2 faces. So it was good. It's your mega stars. So yeah, that match was my number 1. A few like didn't make my list that is up there would be Razor Michaels WrestleMania 10, Owen and Bret WrestleMania 10. Like the 2 greatest matches, like they're in my top 10, but shit WrestleMania. But them 2 matches are definitely up there as well, but they just didn't quite make the list. But yeah, that's my list. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm going home because everyone else is now fucked off, and I'm sat behind a sheet of glass, and I've got the sun in my eyes, and it burns. So thank you very much. Bye.